No, shouldn't be changed. Uh-huh. Provides an excellent point. What is it? Oh.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL, the National Football League.
Kicking off to start the game, right?
Coming up, we've got what should
That's a perfect
prove to
kick.
be a good one between the Oakland Raiders.
Gosh, there's always so much wind.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Alright. After that, I have a new left end. Howard.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It should go without saying that anytime
These are what?
and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did
You get it?
and did it really well. Let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when they with line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
And it pops free. The collision there
Why?
turned the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, and that'll make it second and 10. Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Well, 6-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day one, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game. Alfred Morris, and I can tell you a quick one on Alfred Morris.
There's a good sack.
Jay Howard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is
I don't know. Bad management.
some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Ben on 3rd and long.
Oh.
He's got time in the pocket.
You bet.
Hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
DB's breaking up some passes this week.
Catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, that's got plenty deep. Or
Or
not. 20-yard
And they'll
line.
spot it right at the 20.
Oh, they're leaving it open too. That's a really good position.
Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And he's brought down after a good gain. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll give them the first down.
Well, partner, I have have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Barkevius Mingo from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Here's Taylor.
Oh.
And that is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett.
Oh, come on, Calvin Tyler.
Oh, crap, that's a lot of wind.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
All right.
Now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play.
Oh, that was
How do I take
big
care of my
stuff
defense?
right
How do I
there.
take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of
Yeah,
rest.
it's time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Whoosh. And he's brought down after a good game.
Yeah.
A good pickup there, a 20 yards.
Way too many yards, Gordon.
When you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down.
It's not fun.
Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successfully.
All right. 15 yards.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
That was 2nd down, 1 for Murphy. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
No matter what play call you have on, you're always conscious of edge pressure disrupting you. And it doesn't matter whether it's a pass or a run. And in this case, it was a draw, and the edge pressure came in and destroyed the play.
Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Raiders will take possession. And a look now at the defense as they head back out there onto the field. And as we're going to see... They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They keep it on the ground again. Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Left side here, caught by Clay. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up.
Let's go.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Following the penalty.
Oh, big play, Mark Barron.
Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Finding time. Goal is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Charles Clay, his second touchdown
Eric
on the
Berry
season.
was so
and the
close.
Raiders have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown.
All right, let's go to
Fielded about a
Anthony.
yard deep.
Oh.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do
leaving it open
is get him
again.
into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Murray. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Not one that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well.
Oh, boy.
Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll be third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Nope.
Now it's Taylor, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and they just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This complete to the tight end Clay. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands,
speed. I mean, a flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Give him 11 on the gain there. Good enough for an Oakland 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try to get more pressure at the passer.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Get off the block.
It's caught.
Oh my gosh.
A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And those 1st downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Roethlisberger, and he's got his man on the out route. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
All right. That didn't help.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Charles Clay, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time, do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
This is honestly the dumbest thing ever.
They run with Murray. Bulldozes past him. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
2nd and 10 now, it's Taylor. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position, and when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
No second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Oh my gosh!
And he's in for the touchdown.
I said a Hail Mary worked for a touchdown. No. No, it's just end of the half. That was clutch though. Holy crap.
They get the touchdown to make this just a 1-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does besides
Okay.
boost their confidence?
Yeah, 'cause I was down 14-0. It makes it 14-7 at half.
Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the coaches' talk when a game is within striking distance like this in intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up the 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Returnable for Lockett. Oh, look at that.
Look at the turn.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their 1st possession of the 2nd half. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is Gordon on the dump ball.
What?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that'll be good for an Oakland 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks
Step up and fill the hole.
Ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is because he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and that'll make it third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he's got Lockett. A nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just said.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go.
Passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down.
What just happened?
So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another exit to escape. It didn't exist.
Is there a lot of wind or something?
And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson,
I guess I can go check it out after the game.
The numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
All right.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Let's go. Let's see.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to run it away.
No doubt we talk about offense right here. The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's some guys, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They juked him.
Jarek McKinnon is up east.
And cuts out right sideline.
Let's go.
Touchdown. Jarek McKinnon. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Okay, defense right away.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out.
Oh, no.
They feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Oh, one of my corners just broke his collarbone.
Intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving? it's staying in bounds.
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with the lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
We talked about him, they did.
You know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On third down, Roethlisberger looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Force a field goal.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now back out comes the offense. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree able to get him for a loss of about 3. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they need it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. And they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. And Fitz the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because it's
Why does he always get caught up on the line?
able to
God
concentrate,
damn.
catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool him with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass.
Gonna say, what the heck?
One, keep the momentum going.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45.
I agree, Eli.
And the numbers comparison, and something tells me he likes the numbers a little better for this week. What do you think?
No doubt about it. And, you know, we often look for the deep meaning about, okay, why did this happen last week and this one, this. Sometimes you just play better. And we're seeing that from him. Looks happy, loose, running around, and making plays.
And no escaping this
Hey,
time.
O-line,
It's
come
gonna go down.
on.
They got him for a sack. Robert Quinn in there to make the sack.
What?
He buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up.
Nice.
Eventually dropped for a huge loss. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Here's Taylor to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. That's caught. It's Thomas.
Let's go.
He is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on the defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll run. Murray. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
They'll sneak, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Oh, that's big time.
Tyrod Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. And he's got it up and through.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
And they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The defense once more getting set to do battle as they head back out. And everything's going to rest on this drive. Can they keep them out of field goal range because a field goal would win it?
So now you're in that position of you can't just back off and give them easy throws. At the same time, you don't want to press them so hard they go over the top and beat you deep. So you're playing a tight defense with an idea that you have the lead. Whatever you do, don't let them into field goal range and get out.
Maybe tight but not too tight.
Exactly. I mean, it's perfect, right? It's kind of like lacing up your shoes. Get it exactly right and no more.
See if they lace them right. And quickly, they get to the line. He's back to throw.
Trey Waynes! Ah! Oh my gosh. He's got a pick. And I'm up 1.
47-yard line in enemy territory.
And that one, it's going to hurt.
What's the score?
You're in the 2-minute drill, trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short. As this is definitely not
He's giving up?
And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now,
Why?
the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come out in the pistol. Now McKenna. And that play with. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Time to ground it out now with Murray. going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
Never say that again.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They run it with McKinnon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Oh, what a game, what a game.
Beats mixtape though.
Oh. Derek Johnson's out 2 more weeks. Brent Grimes is out 8.